film is not something that runs for 2 hours that have audio and video within, but it's more than a life. In this video, we are going to discuss on how to write stories like Inception, Fight Club, Primer, and etc. To think stories like that, first we have to give up all the story structure theories. We all think that all these great movies are made by the out of the box thinkers. Yes, of course, but these films are created by the one who totally understand and believe the actual story structure. Actually, they know too much about the story format and they try to alter in its own world.
How do you do it?
But yes, it's also important to think that all these theories and story structure are bullshit when making any screenplay. But you can't go through a good story if you always try to think out of the box.
Fading and actually undeveloping and losing itself from his.
In that case, take the film Inception. How it is emerged. I mean, not the filmmaking, the story. All the art things come from some inspiration. You can't create anything out of inspiration. Like we learned how to eat from our parents. So in this topic, we will go to the film Inception. We can't explain all the films. We will discuss other films in other videos. Christopher Nolan, the director of Inception, once watched a Malayalam Indian film called Punjabi House. Where is a scene? A man recalls something from another man's dream, like he was also in his dream. It's simple. It's the inspiration for Inception. And this is how the logline made. If cop, the protagonist, aware that this world is real or dream, you got the point. Then how to develop it? You can't and should not watch bunch of movies of same concept and take them into your film. That is crap. That's plagiarism, not creation. To develop an inspired thing on your own, you need to know the story structure. Ask questions by means of story structure. What's the thing the protagonist want? What does he really need? Who is the antagonist? The structure helps to develop the story and screenplay and also make you an engaging one.
Real magician tries to invent something new.
Writing the screenplay for that one line. Who is the protagonist? He who have a hobby of dreaming to steal ideas and valuable information from valuable people. What is his ambition? To do Inception. What is Inception? Building an idea into a human brain by go into his dream.
Once an idea has taken hold in the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate. An idea that is fully formed.
What he have to do beside ambition? A gangster forces him.
Is it possible?
Why he forces him? His protagonist can't refuse. The protagonist tried to steal ideas from the gangster before and failed. So he make him an offer to leave. What happens if he cannot achieve? A gangster will kill him.
He will stuck in the dream and believing that is his true reality and get lost in the world.
God damn it.
Whose ideas the gangster wants to steal? What struggle in it? He wants to steal an idea from another big gangster. And more question you ask about your own stories, the story will emerge. So the story is ready. Although it is a new concept like dream or something else, the story structure is ordinary. How to make this a mind-blowing mysterious story? The helping factors are setup and payoff, a meaningful plot twist, a non-linear screenplay. Setup and payoff, an abnormal or a normal scene, or information which is not very important, which is going to pay off in the ending or near future. Giving information to audience and pay it off in an unusual or creative scene which gives audience a boost up. This is called setup and payoff, which is almost used in every mysterious film as well as any engaging films. A meaningful plot twist. In Inception, finally the hero goes to home to live peacefully. Then what? It's also a dream. The whole movie is a dream which makes perfect sense of what the film is all about. Consider the fact that your twist ending should not fool people and cross the limits of logic. And most importantly, it should give meaningful ending to the whole film. A non-linear screenplay. Actually, a non-linear screenplay pattern is not so important. but interesting. Like telling a story of a protagonist murdered and the police solved the case. Nothing interesting and nothing mysterious. But what about an officer or detective get a murder case which gives an unwanted, unreliable patterns to find the culprit? A story of telling how the officer solved the case, what happened to the victim, or what happened to the protagonist, who killed him for what, and more questions will arise in our perspective. That is an interesting pattern than any linear screenplay. You can't find a good mind-blowing mysterious film without any of these factors. Here are some of the good mind-blowing movie lists for you to watch and gather information. 2001 Space Odyssey, Inception, Primer, Donnie Darko, Mulholland Drive, The Machinist, The Prestige, Memento, The Shining, City of God, Stalker, Psycho, Fight Club, Solaris, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Inland Empire. The lists are in the description. To learn story structure, see link in the description.
Comment your thoughts below. Subscribe Cinema Thoughts for more or creative and controversial thoughts.
And like that, he's gone.